Hello fish fans, welcome to the channel. My name's Box of Demons or Box of Ants or whatever you want to call me at the minute, and it's day 2 of our adventure with our aquarium, the Roma 240. So here's the little update on what's been happening here on day 2. As you can see, the tank is really cloudy and misty and groggy. And that's because we have put some more of the natural bacteria in, or as I showed you in video 1 if you didn't see it, I put some microbe lift night out 2. And I got this from Maidenhead Aquatics, and it says I have to put this in for 3 days. I've got to put 10 milligrams of this with a little lid in every day. And he did say it would go cloudy, and it really is cloudy in there. It's absolutely terrible. But anyway, I know that we're in this for the long game and we're going to have to wait. So what have I done since yesterday, since we first introduced all this? Well, our CO2 unit down here, this is all connected up now with the bubble counter. We have it all plugged in. I've got the pressure set here at around 40. It was the maximum that it would actually set, and I've got to add it on 3 or 4 bubbles a second. As you can see, I've got the airstone on here. I've moved the CO2 so it came up here, and some of the bubbles came down the heater, which I've put there so you don't see it from the front so much behind this rock, because I found that once this was here, just the bubbles were concentrating here and they weren't getting to the other end of the tank. Now my little CO2 counter here, which I didn't think was even working, it's kind of a bluish colour, but it did go green last night once I'd had the CO2 on. Now what I've been advised from you guys is, this is how I've got it set up, and every fish keeper should have his little black book. Well, I'll show you what's in this book, but this shows me the times that I've set via timer. I've got a couple of timers on for the airstone and for the CO2, and I've also set the lights on with the Fluval app, and I'll show you in this little book what I've actually got, and if you think this is wrong, now's the time to tell me. So here's my little black book. As you can see, I've written down here CO2, airstone and the lights. So what we have here is at 3:30 in the afternoon the CO2 will come on and it will go off at 8:30. The lights will come on at the same time at 3:30, and the lights will go off at around 10 o'clock. That gives the plants an hour and a half to soak up the CO2 while the lights are still on and the CO2 is not actually pumping. And as soon as this is kind of finished, 8:30, there's then an hour of nothing, and then the airstone will come on until about 3:30 in the morning. So what that equates to really is that I've got the CO2 at this early stage only on for around 5 hours, and the lights on for 6 hours. Then it will go into like a nighttime dark mode till about 3 AM in the morning, and during that period the airstone is on. That will stay on till early morning, and then we'll reverse the cycle again and round and round and round. So that's what I've been advised anyway from a few people on the interwebs. It's all a learning process, and that's all part of this hobby. And I've also been looking at getting some Neocaridina shrimp as well. I do love the jade green, but I've also been looking at the gummy shrimps, and I also like the blue velvet. Well, I'm not quite sure what the difference is between those and the royals, barring a different species, but the colours look very similar on all of them. So if you've got any advice on shrimps as well, that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to be testing the water here until day 4, because I need this chemical stuff to work its way through the filter and everything else like that. And on day 4 I will record it and we can go through it together using the Tetra Master Kit, and you can help me and show me if I'm doing anything wrong, because I really do appreciate your advice. But anyway, that's day 2. Thanks for watching. Oh, PS, always label your plugs, so when you want to unplug something, you know which one it is. I'll see you probably on day, I don't know, probably day 5. And because tomorrow I'm just going to be dunking in more chemicals. But this is day 2. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.